Why don't you drink the coffee that I make in the morning?
Because I prefer the instant coffee.
Why? The coffee machine makes the real coffee.
Oh, instant coffee is also real coffee.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. And I can also make it as strong as I want. You make the coffee in the machine too weak.
No, I don't. It is perfect.
You drink the coffee you like, and I'll drink the coffee that I like.
Okay, I will drink the real coffee, and you can drink the pretend coffee.
Yeah, right.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Walter, and welcome to the Barbara and Walter Show.
And I'm Barbara.
Go ahead and sing the show beginning song.
Yeah, everybody, it's time to dance. It's time for the Barbara and Walter Kozakiewicz Kiva show.
So, yesterday, Mr. Trotz and I went to the used record store downtown.
Oh, is it the same one that you got mad at?
Yeah.
And why did you get mad when you went there before?
Because they were selling the Bobby Vinton records for so cheap.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they were selling the used Rolling Stones and the Beatles records for $40 or $50, and at the back of the store, in a cardboard box on the floor, they were selling the used Bobby Vinton records for only $1.
That is a good price.
No, it's not. I was so mad. The Bobby Vinton records should always cost more than the Rolling Stones or the Beatles. Bobby Vinton is the best.
Didn't you say that there were also other singers that they were selling for only $1?
Yeah, they had the records from Engelbert Humperdinck, Neil Sedaka, and Tom Jones for only $1.
That is crazy.
I told the guy that I wasn't going to buy anything from the store until he raised the prices on those records.
Yeah, that is a good protest. So, did you see if they changed the prices on them?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's not.
Why?
Instead of selling the Bobby Vinton and Engelbert Humperdinck and all the other records for $1 each, they are selling any 3 of those records together for only $1.
Oh, 3 for 1. That is a good deal.
No, it's not. Someone should be arrested for that.
So is that why you and Mr. Trotz went to the used record store? Just to see if they changed the prices on the Bobby Vinton records?
No, Mr. Trotz and I both collected things from our houses to sell to the store.
What were you trying to sell them? You better not be selling any of our Bobby Vinton records.
Oh, no, I would never do that. Bobby Vinton is the best.
Then what were you trying to sell them?
Mr. Trotz had some records that he never listens to anymore, and I wanted to sell a box of the 8-track tapes.
Oh, but you still listen to 8-track in your car.
Yeah, but there are some that I do not listen to anymore, like the disco dance party ones or the stupid Goofy Greats one.
That one had some fun songs on it, like the one, it was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Stupid! So, anyway, I showed the kid at the used record store the 8-track tapes that I wanted to sell. And he said, sorry, we don't buy video games.
What?
Yeah, he thought they were video games. He didn't know what 8-track tapes were. So I told him that they were music. He didn't believe me until the manager came over.
Oh, so the manager knew what they were? Did he buy them from you?
No, he just looked at them and laughed. He wouldn't even give me $1 for any of them. He said that they would be even harder to sell than the Bobby Vinton records he has in the cardboard box.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, and the worst thing is that they bought all of the weird records that Mr. Trotz was selling.
Why were they weird?
Bah! He had one record that was nothing but whale sounds. He had another one that was lessons for how to play the bagpipes.
Really?
Yeah, there was another one that was a group of idiots all playing slide whistles.
And they bought them at the record store?
Yeah, they gave Mr. Trotz $2 for each record.
They gave him $2 for whale sounds, but they sell Bobby Vinton and other fantastic singers' records for $1?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And then, before the manager could put the price tags on the records that they bought from Mr. Trotz, some guy came up to the counter and asked if they had any records with whale sounds.
No!
Yeah!
That is amazing! Oh, Richard called. He said that some of his friends in university are going to Florida for a little vacation. And he was wondering if we could send him some money so that he can go with them.
What? No! Tell him to get a job and that he can pay for it himself.
Oh, Walter!
Bah! He is in his 30s, and he is in his 13th year of university, and he still doesn't know what the hell he wants to be in life.
He will figure it out. In the meantime, he is getting a solid education.
Yeah, he is taking a course on tree climbing, and he said that he has signed up for a course on bubbles.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
What the hell kind of a job can a person get after they study bubbles? A bubble bath tester? Stupid.
Richard has never been to Florida. I think that it would be educational for him to go there.
Educational? What is he going to learn there? How many beers you have to drink to make the sunburn stop hurting? Richard and his friends are going to be at the beach all the time and having the party all over the place.
Do you remember when we went to Florida?
Yeah, that was maybe 15 years ago. Do you remember that they lost my suitcase?
Oh, yeah. When we got there, you had nothing to wear. And you were so cheap that you didn't want to buy new clothes. So we had to find a thrift store.
Yeah, I got some good clothes there.
Oh, yeah. I was embarrassed to walk with you when you wore those t-shirts. I remember one said, "Keep on trucking." And another one said, "Can you dig it?"
Yeah, I bought them because I used to have shirts that had those words.
Yeah, in 1972. And do you remember the pants that you bought?
Oh, yeah. I wish I still had them.
Walter, they were bell bottoms, and they had buttons instead of a zipper.
They looked good on me.
I am pretty sure that they were ladies' bell bottoms.
If I still had those pants and the t-shirts, I could lend them to Richard for when he goes to Florida.
Yeah, and that would be the last time his friends would invite him to go on a trip with them. So will you send Richard some money to go to Florida? You saved enough money when we went because of the cheap clothes that you bought.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know who died?
No, who died?
Do you remember Trudy?
No.
She was my friend from out of town. Her husband is Graham. Remember she invited us to that barbecue party at her house?
No.
Oh, yes, you do. Do you remember Trudy's friend, Helen? She was wearing a yellow dress and a big sombrero type of sun hat.
No, I don't remember.
Well, Helen was there with her husband, and it's her husband that died.
Oh, that barf nut who kept talking to you and trying to get fresh with you at the barbecue? Good. I'm glad he's dead.
How do you not remember anything about my friend or the barbecue? But you remember a man who was talking to me.
Because before he started hitting on you, he told me that he had many tools. It is hard to forget that.
You remember a man because he has hammers and screwdrivers?
Yeah. And I also remember him because after he and I spoke, he kept talking to you and following you around everywhere.
Oh, he was drunk, and he wasn't my type.
Well, he was very, very fat.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I remember he was so fat that he was wearing a polo shirt, and on it there was a real horse.
Walter, the man has passed on.
We should probably go to the funeral.
You want to go to the funeral? Why? You hated the man.
I want to go and pay my respects. And I want to ask the wife what she is going to do with her husband's tools.
Oh, Walter! Did we get any messages this week?
Yeah, we did. www.barbaraandwalter.com. Here, you read the first message.
The first message is from Jeff in Norfolk, Nebraska. Jeff asks, Dear Barbara and Walter, if someone asked to be your apprentice and learn something that you are best at, what would you teach them?
I would teach them how to do the karate moves, like the John Wick or the Bruce Lee.
Yeah, right. You don't know how to do karate.
Or I could teach them how to shoot a 44 Magnum gun, like Dirty Harry.
And you have never shot a gun in your life. Why don't you just admit that the thing you are best at and what you can teach the apprentice is how to drive to the hardware store and eat sausages?
Oh, very funny. And what can you teach that you are best at?
I can teach an apprentice how to cook and how to take care of a cat.
And how to get your hair done at the hairdressers every Saturday.
Yeah, I guess I am an expert at that. Thank you for the question, Jeff.
The next message is from Diane in Newcastle, Northern Ireland.
Oh, that is so far away.
Yeah, Diane says, what would be the coolest animal to scale up to the size of a horse?
Which animal would it be fun to make as big as a horse?
Yeah, stupid question.
No, it's not, Walter. It's a fun question. I think that it would be fun to make a cat be as big as a horse.
Could you imagine if Mruchka was as big as a horse? It would cost us thousands of dollars to feed her, and she would squish you if you let her sit on your lap. And her poops in the litter box would be...
Okay, that's enough. Okay, Mr. No Fun. What animal would you like to see as big as a horse?
I think that it would be funny to have the Canada goose as big as a horse.
Oh, that would be scary. Could you imagine if a giant Canada goose got mad and tried to attack you?
And there are about 5 5 million Canada geese in North America. If all 5 million of them were the size of a horse, the entire North America would probably be covered in goose poop.
Why are you so obsessed with poop? Stop it! Thank you for the question, Diane.
Okay, go ahead and sing the show-ending song.
Yeah, sorry to leave, but this is the end of the Barbara and Walter Kozakiewicz Kiva show. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. If Maruchka was as big as a horse, we would have fur all over the house from when she sheds.
And when she coughs up a fur ball, that would be the big mess.
I'm happy with a regular-sized cat.
Yeah, except when she poops in my slipper.
Well, it would be worse if she was the size of a horse.
Oh, yeah. I would have to return the slippers to the department store.
I don't think they would take them back if that happened.
Yeah. Could you imagine if the hamster was as big as a horse? Oh, that would be very crazy. Its eyes and ears would be so big, and the